What in your life are you convinced is a unique human experience? When I was 12, I discovered I could taste colors. Blue was salty like ocean water. Red was spicy like cinnamon. Yellow tasted sweet like honey. It started on an ordinary Tuesday morning walking to school when the bright blue sky seemed to flood my mouth with sea spray, making me stop confused on the sidewalk. My doctor called it synesthesia. 1 in 2,000 people have it, where senses crosswire in the brain. He explained it with clinical detachment, while my parents sat rigidly in uncomfortable chairs. It's perfectly harmless, he assured them, but I could see worry lines deepening around my mother's eyes. At first, I thought everyone experienced this magical world of flavors and colors dancing together. But when I mentioned that the yellow school bus tasted like lemon candy, kids started calling me Freak Girl. The name followed me through hallways like a cruel echo. My parents took me to specialist after specialist, hoping for a cure that didn't exist. High school was torture. I learned to hide it, never mentioning that our blue uniforms made my mouth water with saltiness, or that red fire alarms tasted like hot sauce. I ate lunch alone, afraid to accidentally reveal my secret, watching other kids laugh and talk freely about normal things. College felt like a fresh start. That's where I met Sarah in psychology class. She was researching sensory disorders, her curly red hair always in a messy bun. When I nervously mentioned my condition during a late-night study session, her eyes lit up with genuine fascination. "That's incredible," she said eagerly. "You experience art in ways most people never could." She wanted to understand everything: which colors I preferred tasting, how different hues affected my mood. Her enthusiasm was infectious, making me feel precious rather than broken. For the first time, someone saw my condition as beautiful instead of burdensome. We spent countless hours in art galleries, me describing how Van Gogh's vibrant yellows tasted like liquid sunshine, while his swirling blues were crisp like mountain air. Sarah would listen with rapt attention, taking notes and asking thoughtful questions. Sarah and I grew closer. She'd paint abstract color combinations just to hear me describe their flavors, mixing unexpected palettes that created new taste sensations. When she proposed with a ring featuring my favorite blue sapphire, that perfect salty sweet taste that reminded me of tears of joy, I cried with happiness. But here's the twist that shattered my world. 2 weeks before our wedding, while organizing her research files, I found her real thesis proposal buried in her laptop, documenting and potentially triggering false synesthetic responses in suggestible subjects through psychological manipulation techniques. My hands trembled as I scrolled through pages of meticulous documentation. She detailed systematic techniques for making me believe I had synesthesia, how she'd researched common color taste associations from medical literature, how she'd guided my descriptions through leading questions, how she'd documented my learned responses with scientific precision. When I confronted her that evening, she couldn't look at me. Her face crumpled with genuine remorse. "I needed original research for my doctorate," she whispered. "I thought if I could prove synesthesia could be psychologically induced in normal subjects." The words hit like physical blows. I realized I'd spent 8 years living inside someone's cruel experiment. Every beautiful moment we'd shared, every gallery visit, every painted canvas, all built on her calculated manipulation of my desperate childhood need to feel special rather than freakish. Now I sit alone in our empty apartment, questioning everything I thought I knew about myself. When I look at the blue walls, do I really taste salt, or am I just remembering what Sarah taught me to expect? I don't know what's real anymore.